All right, so this is our blank page. This is a Pixel Lab app to be used to design this business flyer. So I'll click on color. I want to change the color of this background to black, pure black. So just observe what I'm doing. These are gradients. So I'll just reduce it by clicking on that and then bringing it down. So it's now pure black. And it is black because of what we want to do actually. Okay. So I'll go over to import and then it will take me to my gallery where I'll have to select the picture I want to use. So while we wait for it to load, yes, we are in the gallery right now. Then I'll go to where I can get the pictures. So I'll just pick one of them quickly. And am I gonna crop? Yes, I just do a little bit of cropping, and then I will take it over to the main page. Okay. So I think I'm done cropping. Let's just go over to the main page. Now you can see that it's quite big. I might really love to see some of these features, but I can't really accommodate everything here. So I'll just show you something that you can do, all right, to make it still look big or small, but as in it's not really going to be that big anyway. But just observe, okay? So I actually try to take it upward a bit so that there can be space, but there's still something we can do. So I'll just go over and click on shape. As you can see, I extend the shape left side and to the right side, okay? And I take it up a bit to where that meat is. Then I look up for my gradient. All right. So for this gradient now, you know what gradient is already. So I'll just click on one of them and I will start to edit it. Now I'm editing it because I want it to give that meat this smoky look. Okay, so you can observe what I'm clicking on. Then I will then turn it over because the brighter side was facing down and the thicker part is up. So I had to twist it over, okay, so that it will give us that gradient look from down to up. So it will be having this disappearing effect from down to up. Now I will then go ahead and copy it multiple times so that you can see the effect of what I've just done. So I think I can copy it up to 5 or 6 times. So the more I copy, the more it's giving us that smoky look. Copy paste, then you can observe it here up to about how many times, about 7 or 8 times I copied, then I have to lock it. I am locking it because I'll be doing other things on the same flyer, so I wouldn't want it to be a form of distraction. So it's locked completely. I didn't actually lock the meat anyway, but it's actually locked. Okay, almost more than 10 times I copied just to give me that effect. All right, so you can see now we can do whatever I want to do now. It's giving us that smoky look. Okay, so for the next one, I'll then go ahead and text. I'll click on this A, then click on new text and then edit. So I'll be typing the name of the business, all right, which is Dami Dami grilled chicken or Dami kitchen grill. I'll just give it a very nice name anyway. All right. So don't forget your client will give you the name of his or her business. So you just have to, figure out how you want it to look. Okay. So Dami Grills kitchen will be okay. Dami Grills kitchen will be fine. So I haven't done that. I'll bring it down a bit, just below. Okay. And then I'll have to work on editing this name. I can't leave it just like this. It can't be. So I have to work on editing. Okay. So I'll just go ahead and um what do I start with now? Background or color? Now I'll just go ahead and choose my color. I think color first. Now I want this color to come up to the ingredient. So I'll click on gradient and I want it to have this yellow color. I can't find what I'm looking for here. I just have to just click on this plus. All right, I click on color. So I will shift this circle to the color I want, this yellow, this type of yellow. Okay, just observe what I'm doing, and I want it to be giving me that gradient look, so it will look like this. Then I want the down part to be a little bit thick and the upper part to be you know, light. All depends on what you want, like what you've seen now. Okay, so the down part of this diamond grains is thick and thick yellow, and the upper part is going to is kind of light. I think you must have seen some write up like this. So I'll just go ahead and work on the spacing, I think, or the fonts. Anyway, but I think I should do the spacing. All right, the line spacing, so it's rather too far from each other, so I'll just bring it close a bit. Okay, bringing it close a bit, and it's just fine this way. All right, so I also want to work on the font, so is it okay this way? It all depends, but let me just change the font. I'll just look for a nice font style. This arm wrestler looks matured, and I think it's fine. I think it's okay. We can go ahead and continue our editing process. Don't forget, this is a flyer for a business. So I clicked on text. There is this A, and I click on edit. Okay. So I'll okay. I think I didn't want to tap anything else, but I think I need to do something now. This shape, I want to create a list of what the business actually offers. So I clicked on shape. All right. Now observe what I want to do. I'll copy this shape again and bring it down. All right. Then I will then adjust the second shape to be almost 1/4 of the first one. All right. Now I want you to take um, a clean apt attention on what I'm doing right now. Now I will go to radius for that first one, and I increase the radius. Now it didn't show us the first one, but when I'm done with the radius, it will then bring it up. I think that's just how the app works. So you can see the edges have been curved. Okay. Then for that first one, I'll then go to eraser. I'll just click on eraser, and then I'll just erase those edge parts. Okay. Now I'll take it and erase it carefully and neatly, because that is where the curve part would come to overlap on. So I'll just erase it, just a part of that upper parts of it. Now I've done it, then I'll bring this this one, the second one, and overlap it so that the curve would show at the upper side. So I'll just make sure I overlap it well and make sure it's settled in well. Okay, I think I've done that. So I haven't done that, I'll then go ahead and click on that, and then look out for merge. I have to merge both of them so that it can become just one shape. You can see that merge sign there. I have to click on it, and then I have to click on the shapes first, and then confirm that I want to merge it, and it becomes merge. Okay, now because it's merged, I can pick it, and it will just go together. Unlike if it is one, I'll have to pick it one by one, but because it's merged now, I'll just pick it and they're already close together. So I'll just adjust it, and then I'll go ahead and then text. I went to create a text before, but because I didn't do the shape, so right now I'm going to be typing what the business offers, the kind of food they sell. Okay, but this we sell, I want to work on it first by clicking and typing with sell. Okay, and I want to go ahead and adjust this shape again, because I want to use it on this. I want to use this resell on it. So I slant it, where to click on to slant, and I bring it up. I might still have to adjust the resell as well, so that it will be aligned just based on what you're seeing right now. Okay, So I haven't done that. I'll then go over um to the color. Okay. All right. So I want this resell. I don't, it's looking is white already and it needs to be changed. Okay. So I'll just go ahead and look for the background first. Enable the background and then look for the color I want to use for the background. You can see it's done. Then for that we sell, I want to go ahead and change the color, all right, to black as well. Already it's ingredient form and I'm fine with it. So I think it's I actually wanted to make it a little bit thick here so that it will be much more pronounced. You can see what I'm doing by raising that circular button up, so you can see that it came up very very well. All right, so that we sell to, I think I'll just go ahead and think I can change the color to black. All right, the font color. So just look out for color, then I change it to black so it's much more visible. All right, so I haven't done that. I can still go ahead and do my typing of the text to type what the business actually does. Okay, I'll just do this by clicking on text. Okay,
All
so
right.
I've clicked on it and I'll go ahead and start typing what the business actually offers. Now, one thing you should know is this: as a graphic designer, if you are doing a business logo, ensure they tell you in details what they do. So it won't be like you are going back and forth all the time. They should give you everything down, because don't forget you are using your time, your energy, and even data. Though one thing about Pixel Lab is that you can work without data. Okay, so if you are using the premium. So I've already typed what I want, and I've taken it to the um the square shape. So I'll just make sure that what I've typed is visible by clicking on color black. I didn't have to use gradient for it. Now, please note that I also adjusted my Dami Grills chicken. I did it behind the camera because I felt I should just change the position of the gradient. So instead of light to blue, dark yellow, I just had to turn it over. Then I also went ahead to type the WhatsApp call and the phone numbers and the address of where this is actually located. I just have to just do it quickly, but I believe you already know that we have to go to text to type all those things and then we fix it. Now, I went ahead to go to shape and I clicked on one, I adjusted it, and I also did the radius. Now I'll go over to look out for stroke. Stroke is more like highlighting the borders of this. So I enabled it and then I look out for the color I want to use, which is this yellow. Then I also increase the stroke to 4 or 5, just depend on how thick you want the borderline to be. So you can see that it is now stroked with yellow and it is thick. Then I can also go ahead and copy this one. So whatever you copied right now is going to come out just the way the first one had been. Okay, so I've copied it and I'll just go ahead and adjust, making it bigger than the first one or smaller than the first one. And you will be wondering, what am I using this for? Don't worry, trust me, I've got you. I will just show you, but ensure you're taking keen look at what I am doing, even if I am talking, but observe what I am doing. Okay, so um I've taken this first one and I did it the way I done it just now. Now the second one, I'm just just play around with this. You can even make your own to be circular. You can choose a circular shape. It all depends on what you want. Okay, don't forget that this is a more like a professional outlook. So you have to make your work unique. It mustn't be the usual shapes we all see in banners. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and copy the last one, and I'll do some adjustments as well. And when I'm done, I'll then show you what I am going to be doing with these shapes. Okay, just make sure all the shapes are aligned together. Then I went to my gallery through imports. All right, and I selected the item I actually want. Okay, so I haven't done that. I'll just pick the first one, and that's this fish. Then I begin to adjust. Now don't forget, initially I didn't do it the right way. That first one is slant, is long, so this fish that you are actually working on has to look like it, so you need to crop it very well. You can see that I didn't crop it very well to make it look this slant, so it came up in different sizes. So I'm going to adjust it, but observe my second one. Okay, observe my second one. So I'll go ahead again and pick through my gallery the next food item there. Now you know this is a grill business, okay, into barbecue fish, chicken and chips and all that. So your flyer needs to look like it. Okay, so that's why I had to download all these pictures. They didn't really give it to me, but I have to do it. Now for this second one, I know how the shape of the second one is, so I have to then align it to be like the second one by doing some adjustments. And when I do it and I click OK, you see that it will then appear there. You can see, so it just entered in like that. So I'll go ahead and you know do for the next one as well. Then with time I'll work on the first one. Okay, so for this next one, I'll then just go ahead and click on texture, and then click on the image. All right, to select the image, please, not it's not through import. You are clicking on texture. Please, I'm correcting that. Okay, you are clicking on texture to get the image that will fit into those shapes. You're not going through import, please. So I'll go ahead again and work on this one. Okay, you can see now I'm making it to look slender just the way the shape is. All right, so that it will appear just on it. You can see it just fits in. So I'll go again to texture, and then click on the image icon, and then I get the next one. We're almost done with this design. Make it look so much professional. So I'll look out for the next one I'm going to be using, and then I click on it, and then I adjust. Now this one I can even go ahead and slant it so it will stand, instead of looking this horizontal way. Okay, so I just slanted it right now, and I am adjusting it to look like the shape I want it to fill in into. Okay, don't forget, you might not really get all the pictures outrightly, but make sure you get the major part of this body, and you can see it entered perfectly fine. All right, so I think it's okay. I'll just still work on that first one much later. Now I'll show you how it came up. You can see it's still fine that way. All right, so I'll just go ahead and select these flowers. It's from my gallery. I didn't go through texture, I just went straight to import, and I brought out these flowers. Okay, now I didn't remove the background, which I should have done, but I'll tell you what I can do, or I'll show you what I did to make it look better. So I went over to okay, so actually I looked not texture right now. Okay, we're not looking at texture, we're looking at this erase color. So you have to enable it first and then reduce its opacity. Okay, all right, so you ensure that while you are doing it you don't end up touching the leaf. Then I'll go ahead and start. I had to do it again because I was still seeing the background was still showing. Okay, but at the length you do it, the leaf will start disappearing as well, so you have to be very careful with that. So I'll just begin to drop it one by just dropping some, just to scatter the leaf around. Anyway, just observe what I'm doing. You're an artist here, so you have to just do it in a more professional way. All right. So I just copy and paste, and then I make it slant a bit over there, and make just a little of it visible. Do not just be all. Okay. I might also do the same thing down here as well, just to give it more um sights or color, or just make it look more lively. I think it's fine this way. I think it's okay. You can just ensure that you adjust it to the way you want. Okay. Please, the WhatsApp call, the phone number is not too legible. Okay, so you can increase the font size, please. Don't leave it the way I left it. All right. So ensure that your write-ups are legible enough to be seen. I want you to guys to try it out and give me your feedback. Thank you.